It's a returning champion, Elgintensity, aka Associate Justice Trapanaw. I have some really bad news about YouTube, everyone. Massthetics broke up. I know, I only give about 1/10/24 of a shit myself, but that's why I saved it for the opening monologue instead of its own video. What good is a name drop for a channel that doesn't even exist anymore? Simone and Gary decided to parlay their YouTube popularity of 100k views a month into a gym. Due to personal and financial issues, they eventually had a falling out. If you want all the details, Simon posted an Instagram novel to give his side of the story, while Gary posted a video of himself crying on camera. He must be trying to get a BetterHelp sponsorship. According to Simon, Gary is in about $500,000 in debt because he financed an expensive car with student loan money, then got kicked out of medical school. What do you know? A guy who wears a quartz shitter in his Porsche is worth jack shit. Garrett allegedly squeezed Simon out of the business, and Simon sued him. Eventually, we'll find out for certain who the Vince G is in this breakup, or if they're both Vince Gs. In the meantime, Simon found another ancient civilization to swaggerjack, and Garrett ruined his chances of performing one of Ronnie Coleman's back surgeries someday. Enough of this romance novel, on to the first question, which comes from D. Hills, the best dressed schmuck I've seen all day. Oh Trapton, my Trapton. Prior to becoming acquainted with your channel, I never took deadlifting seriously, but it is now an obsession. Any advice for pushing through to get higher PRs, aside from being consistent with my workouts, that is? Yes, you need to obsessively refine your deadlifting form. You filmed your deadlifts from some shitty angles on Instagram, so it's hard to tell what your problems are, if any. I offer a form check service, so I suggest you sign up and submit better lifting footage. One of the perks is that you don't have to worry about your clips ending up in a Gym Idiots video. Ryan asks, "Hey Trapkashi69, are there any American shoemakers you like?" One of the first pairs of shoes I bought as a lawyer was the Allen Edmonds McAllister wingtip. In retrospect, I should have started with Capto Oxfords for the versatility. Alden is also good but hard to find. Like Allen Edmonds, it offers a wide variety of lasts, so try on a pair before committing. For work boots, I like Wolverine and Red Wing. Finally, if you live someplace with rough winters, get a pair of LL Bean duck boots. They're reliable, and nobody's going to care how ugly they are when you're knee-deep in snow. Cooper Powers asks, "Dear Night Trap, my favorite Natty Sega CD game. I've been working on Mad Cow 5x5 the past month, and it's a proven routine with required rest. However, what would be considered a low-impact off-day activity? Walking, jogging? Pushing and pulling a sled works wonders for off-day cardio. Ross Inamait posted a tutorial years ago on how to build one. Also, get a jump rope. I use the Buddy Lee jump rope, which you can get through my kit page if you follow the link in my description box. The key is to stay on the balls of your feet rather than slam on your heels like a dicktard. Fun fact, Buddy Lee used to run CrossFit's jump rope seminar. If I can overlook that, so can you." Ben the Barman, aka Steve Shaw of the Massive Iron Channel, aka the big constantly pointing dude, asks, "Leader of the trap acceptance movement, what's more challenging for you to pick out, a new cigar or a new pair of shoes?" A new pair of shoes. Shoes generally cost more than cigars and have long-term roles to fill, so I plan which shoes I buy. When I buy cigars, I pick at least one that I know I'll like and at least one that I'm not familiar with at all. Sometimes I'll ask a tobacco shop employee to pick a cigar for me, sometimes I'll pick one at random. Either way, there's almost no planning, and the stogie selection process takes a few minutes. I like to simplify the online shoe shopping process by telling a customer service rep not just my shoe size, but the names of the lasts on which my favorite pairs of shoes are built. The last is the wooden mold that determines the shape of a shoe. A size 10.5 shoe built on a narrow last won't fit the same as a size 10.5 built on a wide one, so it pays to give the name of a last if you can. This is the Rain Last by Carmina, one of my favorites. Based on this information, a customer service rep should be able to tell you more about the fit, whether you should size up or down, and so on. You'll run into fewer surprises when you order shoes online this way. Mark Wilson asks, "Voltrap, legendary Delt Fender, what is your opinion on the ROM of Kiss My Arches Bench? Also, can you sum up your opinion of Kenny KO in 3 words?" Sean Noriega is a fellow sushi connoisseur and one of my meme dealers, so I talk to him a lot. I discussed bench ROM and the arch needed to minimize it in a Q&A a long time ago. Someone tagged him in it because he gets tagged in anything involving bench arch, so he knows my stance on this. In short, if it's in the rules, then exploit the fuck out of it, even if it looks retarded. He goes into slinky mode because it gives him the edge in competition. If you don't compete, then don't bench like that. As for my opinion on Kenny KO, Undisputed Village Boule. Okay, Ross Carter 182 asks, can I get a Rich Piana good fucking morning, goddammit? Yes, download my mobile app, which has a soundboard full of one-liners, including that one. Just don't play the Rich Piana sound clips while eating Ben & Jerry's new flavor. That would be blasphemous. Ukert the Petty Master 3000 asks, I know you're saying functional fitness is like inner beauty. It can mean anything, so it means nothing. However, what is your take on Kyle Dake recently winning the Wrestling World Championships and him saying he used a lot of, or primarily, functional patterns in his training? The wrestling coach I consulted when I made my Mac Beggs video earlier this year had this to say, a lot of athletes do dumb shit in the gym but succeed in spite of it, not because of it, because they were amazing athletes well before that point. That's true of Kyle Dake doing fictional patterns, LeBron James doing whatever the fuck this is, and others. Mayu Chowdhury 25 asks, what is your opinion of Cali Muscle now that he is shredded? I think Cali sees himself as a Wakandan war rhino, but he looks more like a cross-dressing member of the Dora Milaje. I'm also relieved that T'Chaka Basher still doesn't have a kid. Yoranti asks, Frank Trapswell, what are your thoughts on breaking sartorial rules? Tastefully, of course. For example, occasionally wearing a pinstripe suit casually as a statement piece. When does it cross the line from bold statement to out of place? And personally, do you like to stick to the norms or do you like to venture out sometimes? You have to learn the rules before you can break them. You have no business wearing a pinstripe suit if your closet doesn't have at least a solid navy suit and 3 solid gray suits, ranging from light gray to charcoal. Your suits also have to fit properly, so buy off the rack and have them altered, or get your suits made to measure or bespoke. Once you've gotten that down, you can worry about statement pieces. A pinstripe suit, however, is more of a statement outfit than a statement piece, so I think it would look out of place to most people in casual settings. Even a suit with thick, widely spaced pinstripes is inherently formal for cultural reasons. Instead, get an accessory for a statement piece, a pocket square, a scarf, etc. If you find out later that it looks retarded, you can ditch it or cover it up. You should be able to retract your statement piece, so to speak. You can't do that with a flashy suit. Ryan, I'm not even going to try and say that, asks Trapo Lantern, what is your opinion on the official ThenX versus Every Damn Day Fitness belly fat feud? Do you have any opinions on the official ThenX channel as a whole? EDDF called out Chris Hernia of ThenX for spewing the ancient bro science of spot reduction. From the looks of this squat footage, ThenX only knows how to spot reduce his range of motion. This MGK Brian Silva looking ass motherfucker defended himself in Alan's comment section and called him a clout chaser, but giving someone this much attention is clout catering. After Darth Schrader released the force grip on that thin neck, ThenX admitted that you can't spot reduce, only to backpedal in the same breath by saying that reducing fat all over your body also reduces fat from certain spots. No shit, but that's not what people think of when they hear spot reduction. The entire body isn't one big spot. ThenX is obviously aware of his word choice, so this wasn't a rookie mistake. If you produce solid content, then you don't need to mislead people to get them to click your videos like ThenX does. By the way, look at this compliment Alan got. Nobody ever says nice shit like that to me. Okay, pudding heads, it's time for the lawyering round. Let me adjust my glasses of lawyering. From ChrisMac359, I'm throwing my hat in the ring for the law-iring round. Would you rather A, be forced to endorse CrossFit as a completely valid way of exercising and making significant, or noticeable, progress in muscular development, never to comment or point out in any way that their form or technique before, during, and after their lifts are in any way, shape, or form wrong or detrimental to said progress? Or B, follow Jeff Side's food pyramid to the letter, eating every item he mentions to the exact portion that he mentions, allowing your own discretion for the instances where he doesn't describe exact quantities, and endorsing that to the fullest extent, never doing or saying anything to discredit or disagree with the information he is providing in his food pyramid video. Option B. Jeff Side formally denounced the evil potato pyramid and the nutrition information in the video he made for Club Shredded in 2014. It was never really his video. He admitted that he just read off a script and didn't think for himself during filming. Because he's an NPC, I'll change whatever script he's reading to my own meal planning script. Finally, Cash Hadjic, my motherfucker, asks the following. Dear Trap Lord, I present to you a potential lawyering question. Every damn month. If you were just starting out with working out and eating healthy and had to choose a coach, would you rather pick Chris Hernia to teach you the squat? You have to replicate his exact squat form and do it all the time and as your only squat. If he doesn't teach you how to do it, you won't be able to squat ever in any way, shape, or form. Or pick Eddie Hall as your nutritional coach. He makes you drink orange juice as your only fluid and forces you to eat breakfast at 5 p.m. every damn day. The breakfast will consist of 7,000 kilocalories of your least favorite fast food for the rest of your life. If you pick him, he will live with you and make sure you eat everything he puts in front of you. Of course, everything based on your DNA. I'll choose to have Chris Hernia teach me the squat. He likes to quarter squat, so I'll use his own dumb fuck logic and argue that if he squats full range of motion, he's technically quarter squatting 4 times. Once this NPC is reprogrammed to squat to proper depth, I'll replicate his squat form. Like the video and subscribe to the channel, now.
Everybody drugs them bodies sometime. Everybody tries the gear somehow.